Improving vocational education and training for Australians is shaping up to be top of the agenda for the Council of Australian Governments.
Leaders are preparing to meet in Far North Queensland today, and Rawlings has all the details from Cairns.
The nation's leaders will gather for COAG here in Cairns, the first time the meeting's been held outside of a capital city and the first time chief ministers have met since Scott Morrison's election win. The leaders are expected to consider the recommendations of a recent review that identified a spate of challenges in the education and training sector. The Australian Industry Group is calling for reforms to ensure there are enough skilled Australians to support the government's $100 billion infrastructure pipeline, raising concerns about a growing skills shortage and a degraded training system.
The big one for me that I'll be raising particularly is in the area of skills development. This is an area, I think, of frustration for all jurisdictions, and it's particularly a frustration, more importantly, for businesses who want to employ people and people who want to get trained so they can get employed. And we want to really lift, I think, the status of vocational education in Australia. So you ask me, my passion about what we're going to be talking about at COAG. It's about how we can get people better trained.
Mental health, early childhood education, Indigenous disadvantage and suicide, domestic violence and state restrictions on gas developments are also expected to be discussed. It's also reported Scott Morrison will ask state and territory leaders to take more action on plastic recycling. The leaders were invited to hold the COAG meeting in Cairns at the invitation of the Queensland Premier. Anastasia Palaszczuk hopes to showcase the state's tourism and export investment, as well as some of her government's initiatives, including free apprenticeship training for people aged under 21.